Okay, so hello everyone. We are from group, I don't know, want to presentation our topic about processes of word formation. I'm Olivia.
And
And
I'm
And I'm Marsh
Aurel.
yeah,
and
okay.
I'm Marshall.
So they're Marcel and Aurel. Okay, so we move to the first process. Wait a minute. It's so long. Okay, so the first is derivation. So derivation is the process of creating new words. So derivation is the addition of a word forming affix. Derivation had a following changes. So the first is a phonological change. For example, like reduce to reduction, relate to relation. And then the second is an orthographic change to root. For example, is happy becomes happiness. And then the third is a semantic change. For example, even becomes eventual and emerge become emergency. And the fourth is a change in word class. And for example, like impress is the verb and then change into impression is the noun. And then derivation also can be formed into two different ways. The first way is adding a prefix. When a prefix is added to a word, the word form changes. For example, like happy is adjective and become unhappy. Yeah. And then adding a suffix. So this can be added to an adjective to form different words. For example, like weak from adjective become weakness, noun. And then the polite from adjective become politely to adverb. Okay. Next is ratification. So ratification is the initial syllable or the entire word is doubled. There are three different kinds of multiplication. The first is exact reduplication. For example, hush hush, never never, and 50-50. And the second is about a broad reduplication. For example, like flip flop, zigzag, and flip flop. And then the third is rim reduplication. For example, like rainbow dazzle, roll poly, and hobnob. Okay, so next is conversion or functional shift. This is a word is assigned to a new word class or part of speech without change to form. The following kinds of functional shift verbs become nouns. It's like run, walk, or cut. And then noun to verb is had, telephone, or last. And then adverb become verb. It's better, empty, and dirty. Another example. I, that is noun. It is an organ needed for sight. And then this is different between to I, that is verb, that is the meaning that to feel someone or something closely. Okay, next.
Okay, I'm going to discuss about compounds. Compounds is the combination of two or more free words associated with affixes and can be written as a single word or two words, hyphenated or not. Sometimes it could be very difficult to distinguish a compound and phrase in which it is considered one word. Phrases may also express semantically cohesive notations, but the order of elements is the compound tends to be non-literal. Compounds and phrases differ in literal coherence, external mobility, and stress. Compounds have external coherence, while phrases have internal coherence. Stress is the most reliable way to distinguish a compound from a phrase. So, in the next is the example, three types of compounds. So the first one is a compound noun. Compound noun is a noun that is formed by a combination of more than one part of speech. So first, there is a noun plus noun, just like airplane and lipstick, and then verb plus noun becomes nouns like heartthroat, pickpocket, spoil sport, and etc. And then next to the compound verb. A compound verb is a verb that is made up of multiple words. A compound verb can take on such as a prepositional verb, a phrasal verb, a verb with auxiliaries, and a compound single word verb. Just like an adjective for plus verb, it becomes a verb like pre-associated, pre-associate, double book, fine-tuned, whitewash, and etc. And second one is prepositions plus verb. It becomes a verb just like outdo, overcook, undertake, underrate, undereducate, and etc. And the last one is compound adjectives. A compound adjective is a combination of two or more words which can perform the role of an adjective in a sentence. For example, noun plus adjectives like headstrong, colorblind, childproof, and etc. And then adjective plus adjective, bittersweet, ice cold, red hot, blue green, and etc. Next, we're going to next slide, please. We're going to discuss about blends. Blends is a morphology process that combines and blends two or more words. The blended word is called portmanteau. You can um, see those examples below, like smoke and smoke becomes smoke, motor and hotel becomes model, information and commercial becomes infomercial, simultaneous and broadcast becomes simulcast, transfer and resistor becomes transitor.
Okay, next is back formations. So back formation entail deleting an affix from an existing words to create a new term. This method is frequently used to turn nouns into new verbs. Like for instance, the noun's editor was changed into the verb edit by deleting the or suffix. And then the ion suffix from the noun television was similarly removed to create the verb televise. So additionally, brand new words that didn't previously exist may be produced as a result of this process. Next is shortening. So shortening entails turning an existing word into a new one. This procedure may produce words that are simpler to memorize and pronounce. For instance, like exam is a shorter form of examination, and then photo is a shortened form of photograph, and then bike is a shortened form of bicycle. And then the last one is root creation. So by combining two or more existing words, or by forming a new word from existing word root, a new word is created through root creation. So this technique has potential to produce words with totally new connotation or subtlety. For instance, terms smart and phone were combined to form like the word smartphone. And then while the suffix ea was added to the word self to produce the word selfie. So another example is the Latin root computare, mean to calculate, combined with the suffix er to form the English word of computer. Okay, so this is our references. And thank you.